Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jamie Truesdale, and today we're going to talk about how to highlight and contour. So the first thing that you want to do when you highlight and contour is prime your face. You can do a regular primer or you can do a hydrating primer. I'm kind of dry right now, so we're going to do the hydrating primer. And really only one pump is all you need, but I'm going to do two, and I'm just going to make sure that I get this primer all over my face, especially right underneath my eyes. I like to put it on my eyelids for my eyeshadow. And what this primer is gonna do is kind of like priming a wall before you paint. I'm gonna take the rest of that and put it in my hair for flyaways. This is a little flyaway. I just got back from the Bahamas, and so I don't know how long this is gonna last because I got one hair that just wants to stick out straight. So hopefully it'll kind of just tuck under. But that primer is going to fill in those little fine lines and wrinkles. It's gonna fill in those pores. It's gonna give you a smooth canvas for your makeup, making it last all day long. It's gonna be sweat proof, and it's just gonna keep that makeup in place. So the first thing that you wanna do is prime. And then you're gonna wanna let that primer dry for 2 to 3 minutes. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put on our foundation. Whatever foundation you like, that's what we're gonna do. So I am going to do our Touch Liquid foundation, and we're gonna go up a shade because, like I said, I just got back from the Bahamas, so I'm a little bit darker. And I always suggest applying your foundation with a brush. You're gonna get a better application if you use a brush or a sponge, and I prefer a brush over a sponge. So we're gonna shake up that foundation. We are going to open it up. We're gonna empty that dropper, and then we're gonna shake it up again. And I'm gonna post a video about what foundation is best for you, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. But we're gonna go ahead and we're going to fill up that dropper, and I'm going to start with about 5 drops, and we're going to dot it all over our face. I wanna get my hair out of the way. But we're just going to tap it in. When you tap your makeup in, you're gonna get better coverage. So here's the other little tip and trick. If you're having problems with your makeup being like sinking into those lines right underneath your eyes, we all have them. You can't get rid of them. They are there. But you don't have to do a lot of foundation underneath your eyes. In fact, you can skip out on doing the foundation underneath your eyes. Here's another little tip and trick. Go down your neck with that foundation. And I'm not too worried about the foundation underneath my eyes because we're gonna highlight, and I want it light there anyway. So just make sure your foundation is blended in, and make sure it goes down your neck because you want your neck and your neck and your face to be the same color, and you don't want that foundation line along the jaw. You don't want that. There's that hair. Okay, now highlighting and contouring does not have to take an hour and a half, because if you're busy, especially maybe a busy mama like I am, you don't have time for an hour and a half worth of makeup. You've got to make it go quickly. We're just gonna tuck that in. So the next step for this is going to be I didn't even pull it out. We're gonna be doing my makeup is still packed for the Bahamas. Concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 shades lighter than my foundation. Normally I am velour, so 2 shades lighter would be Scarlet to highlight underneath my eyes. I applied eyelet today. I think it matches pretty well considering how much I've been in the sun. But we're gonna go with Scarlet to highlight underneath my eyes. And I'm gonna use my finger for this. When you use your fingers for your concealer, your fingers are gonna heat up that concealer and it is going to smooth on easier. Okay, so do you see how much I have on my finger? That's kind of too much. So I'm going to just kind of not, I don't know, I'm gonna try to not put on so much. But anyway, okay, so here's my other little tip when you highlight. Everybody's face shape is different, so you kind of have to figure out what is best for your face. But we're gonna start applying a little bit lower than right underneath your eye because you don't want the makeup to sit and sink into the little lines and make them stand out more. The other thing that you wanna do is apply in a triangle rather than like a crescent shape. You wanna go down into a triangle because it's going to conceal those dark circles better and highlight underneath your eyes better. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Okay, now we're gonna take the concealer and we're gonna highlight our T-zone. So we're gonna go down on that Cupid's bow and then we're gonna go on the chin. So I kind of have like a little round part of my chin. So I'm just gonna highlight that. Anything that you highlight is going to actually pop out. Anything that you contour is going to suck in. The other thing I like to do is I like to go underneath my brows. I'll be doing my eye makeup on a different video. So today we're just gonna highlight and contour. So it's gonna not end the best, but hopefully you can see. And I'm just taking this, I think I have a hair on it, and I'm tapping it in. I've got a hair somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands really quick. And then we're going to continue. I love to wash my hands a million times while I'm putting on my makeup. It's just what I like to do. Okay, so we're gonna tuck the hair. When you apply your lipstick, you're gonna wanna get the foundation off of your lips before you put on your lipstick. Another little tip for you. Okay, so we're gonna take our bronzer. A lot of ladies do not like to contour with bronzer because bronzer is typically shimmery. The other thing about my bronzer is I'm pretty much almost out of it. I love our bronzer because it is half shimmery, half matte, and I like the little glow that it gives me. But if you don't want to do bronzer, you can do a powder 2 shades darker than your foundation. Okay, so we're gonna take the bronzer and I'm gonna see if I can get some on we're gonna see if I can get it on my brush. I got some. Okay, so here's how I contour. I go around my forehead, down that cheekbone. Like if you were to draw an imaginary line, you're gonna go down that cheekbone and then you're gonna go underneath that jawline. And this is what I call the E, the 3, okay? And so I'm just gonna go around the forehead. Yeah, I need some more. I need some more bronzer. Okay, now we're gonna go on the other side. Coming down on that cheekbone. The other thing that I like to do is I like to take my bronzer and go on either side of the nose. I think my little guy's about to come in here. Go underneath the nose. Yeah, he's coming. And then underneath the pouty lip. So that is how I highlight and contour. Again, it doesn't have to take a ton of time. And then if you want, you can take a blusher of choice. This color is called Serene, and I'm just going to tap it onto the apple of my cheeks and blend it up. And I like to just kind of put it between the contour and between the highlighting and kind of blend it all together. So that is what I like to do. So there we go. All right, so I'm gonna do my eye makeup, I'm gonna do my brows, my eye makeup, and my lips, but I'm gonna give you guys one more tip before I go. Sometimes, like if your foundation is creamy especially, or if you're in a hot, humid climate, or if you have oily skin, or you are wearing makeup, so like everyone, you gotta set your makeup, okay? So you can set with setting spray, or you can set with a clear setting powder. So I'm going to apply both just to show you guys, okay? You can actually take the setting powder and you can bake with it. We're not gonna bake today, but what you can do is you can take a little tiny bit, like a little tiny bit goes a long way, and you can tap it underneath those eyes. If you do just a little bit and like tap and bring it out like I'm doing, that is gonna help conceal like the little lines. It's gonna help it not sit into the, like your makeup sit into those lines, okay? And it's also going to help mattify your makeup, and so it'll help it to not move and stay in place. But if you want, I mean, you can do it all over your face. You can kind of do it, you know, in your T-zone if you happen to be oily there, whatever. But I like to put it underneath my eyes to help not have those the wrinkles pop up, okay? Hope that makes sense. Now, for my ladies who are super dry, oily ladies probably aren't gonna like the spray, but I have dry skin. I love, love, love the spray. I like to apply my skincare, and then I do my setting spray, and then I do my primer, and then I do my makeup. It just helps it to keep in place more. And also because I used to be really bad about just running out of the house. I have a hair. I was really bad about just running out of the house and forgetting to set my makeup, so it kind of helped to keep it in place all day. But the thing that I do love is I love to apply my setting spray after all of my makeup is on. And I feel like it kind of gives me like a glow. So love the setting spray. But if you are more oily, you're gonna love the setting powder. Hope that helps you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day.